Hello, I'm Okain. I'm a DJ and producer from Paris, living in Berlin for a little bit more than 10 years now. And I also run a label called Talman Records. I started Talman Records in 2015 after almost a decade of releasing on other labels. But I felt that I was dependent from the schedules of these labels and I wanted more freedom with the calendar, but also with the artistic direction of my music. So the label started first exclusively for my music, and then later on I was sent some music from friends and I decided to also release other people's. It was fairly easy to start the label. I already knew the concept because it was my own music. I had to find a name. After looking for a lot of different things, I came back to my actual family name, so it's very straightforward. And also I got introduced to Dig This by a friend of mine. The communication was pretty simple, so yeah, pretty easy. There was a lot of points that were important for me when I was looking for a distributor. I wanted some people that were reactive and that could answer fast if I have any questions. I describe the sound of the label as house music, but in the large sense. We also have some techno influence, some minimal influence, some deep house influence, but it's, yeah, a house music label. What is really nice when you release on your own label is that you have a direct impact on everything else. It could be like the choice of the mastering engineer. The artwork can be your artwork. So you have really the whole identity and quality control of your release. Sometimes it's more difficult to achieve that with other labels because they have their own restrictions. You know, it could be financial. So yeah, when it's your label, of course it's more risk, but you're in charge, right? I mean, I started more than 20 years ago, if you just think about my DJ career. So I started, I think there was no Facebook when I started. It was MySpace. So you can imagine with today's tools and social media, it's a different game completely. Before we needed to go to a record store to find our music. We didn't have to post anything before going to the gigs. We didn't have to travel with a crew to film ourselves. So yes, it was very, very different. So yes, there is a bit less mystery about things. Before you discover a record and you don't know who was behind, it was just the artwork. The advice I can tell to a newcomer would be, you have to really love what you're doing. Don't do something because that's the trend of the moment and you think it's going to be a shortcut, because you're only going to be good at it and you're going to appreciate what you do if you like what you do. Do it if you're passionate about it, and do the music you're exactly passionate about, because you'll just be already rewarded because you like what you do, and at the end of the day that's the most important thing.